Hello again, YouTube. This is VistaBuntu again. Continuing episode 2 of my Technic SSP survival single player Let's Play series of Minecraft version 1.2.5. Kind of had a technical issue there where the game locked up, gave me a bright white screen. Looks like in the recording it was black, but it wasn't responding at all. Right after I tried going to this new age that I made in Mystcraft. And that highlights the importance of making frequent backups of your save folder, especially when playing older versions of Minecraft. But anything that has Mystcraft in it, if you're actually using the Mystcraft ages, it's especially important to make backups, because that might happen when you try navigating to them. They might not be stable. That actually brings me to a point I forgot to mention, but it's an important point about Mystcraft. If you're not familiar with that mod, or if you are, also I guess, the mod contains what's considered unstable ages, where basically some combinations of symbols naturally make the age that generates unstable, and not unstable in the technical sense where what we just saw is a black screen happens. I mean, that might still be true, but the mod itself actually introduces instability as a feature. So in the dense ores ages, all of them are unstable and will start falling basically into the void below over time. And so your age ends up disappearing into the void eventually in those unstable ages. There's a configuration option to turn that off, and I did that, and I don't feel bad about doing that and using dense ores here, because as I explained in my first video, the last episode of this Let's Play series, the first time I tried playing this mod pack and I had such a hard time combating the Thaumcraft 2 taint infections that automatically generated in the world and completely destroyed the world after putting in dozens of hours of gameplay into it. That kind of thing I'm not okay with, and I kind of feel like using this next attempt at playing this mod pack as a more kind of laid back time of basically a more laid back series here, more laid back experience. I don't want to have to stress over too much in my gameplay, because it's going to be a lot of gameplay. There's a lot of stuff in any Minecraft mod pack, and I'm hoping to experience quite a lot of it in this one. So I don't want to be held back by certain things, especially after being so stressed over things like that, wasting so much of my time in the past. So I'm basically allowing some freedoms, some advantages that I normally wouldn't have in the default experience of the mod pack. Anyway, back to this. I'm getting rid of this right now, and I think the reason it was unstable is because of the conflicting biome symbols, the multiple biome symbols, whatever. And it still ended up generating weird things in here, like extreme hills and skylands and ravines. So interesting that it did that, because I have ones over here, well, this one specifically that I made that did not generate a whole bunch of stuff with it. So not quite sure why it did, but I'm going to keep trying to make these until they work. I did make a backup immediately after restoring my inventory. So yeah, let's get started. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully it works out better this time than it did last time. Descriptive book. Day swamp, plains, flat. I don't remember what else I had, but it doesn't really matter that much. So it's going to be swampland and plains, and the biome controller is going to be checkerboard biomes, lighting, bright, sky. Huh. It's laid out slightly different than last time. Green sky, green sunset. Yeah, it must have been because of one of those. Normal sky color. Terrain features. I'll just leave that blank. Flat terrain generation. I won't touch time. Eternal day. Weather. Fast weather. And yeah, I'm gonna give that a try. Hopefully it works. Put it back down. Yeah, it didn't generate anything else. Perfect. Hopefully that doesn't change the moment I navigate, or I try traveling to it. So, we'll see. I guess shift clicking doesn't put it there. Alright, let's go. Really hoping this works. Okay, okay. Good. I might need to use beach instead of plains though, because I'm not seeing any water for the clay to generate in. Well, that's some of the fun of Mystcraft, I guess. It's not exactly the way you expect things to generate, but it's still useful. Because you can see rubber trees, which was one of my goals in the first place. So, huh. Yeah. This one's nice, but it's not what I'm looking for, so I'm gonna make another one. And I'm glad that that page actually generated, but I'm getting rid of it. Okay, let's try this one more time. Make a descriptive book. Alright. Swampland. Beach. Checkerboard. Bright. Normal. Nothing. Flat. Eternal day. Fast weather. And no world modifier. Alright. Didn't generate anything else. Perfect. Let's go. Oh my god, still no water. Huh. I'm hearing water. Like, it must be tide. What are, oh, alligators. I forgot all about those. Maybe crocodiles. But still, swamps have those. So that's not cool. Yeah, here's one of the palmic slimes that I mentioned. The little guys. And that's a altar way over there. Here's the Mo Creatures ducks. Loads of rubber trees, that's good. But thaumic slimes and these wisps have a higher chance of spawning in swampy areas, it seems. So that's good to know. Not sure if I want to keep this one. I need to try finding if there's clay here, because that's my whole point in doing this. Maybe I'll just do small biomes, not checkerboard biomes, because that might be the problem. It might need to be more than one chunk of each one. Yeah, so let's give that a try. It'd help if I would pick up the book I want to get rid of. Alright. So, get rid of that. Make another descriptive book. Another linking book. Mystcraft. Writing table. Want this to be day. Swamp. I guess I'll deal with the alligators if they're there. Beach or ocean? I feel like ocean would be a bad idea. Oh, river! Maybe river is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to do... well, I guess I'm doing river. So day, swamp, river, flat. Well, no, flat's the issue. Jeez, wow. Yeah, so flat is the issue. Because even if it's only requiring one chunk, then it would normally be under some water. Because we did the only one biome swamp generation before and it was all underwater. But if doing swamp and something else and doing it flat, it might make everything above that water line. So yeah, I'm going to do swamp and river, but not flat. And that should help, I think. And I'm just going to throw some planes in. No, checkerboard. I don't think checkerboard would work with multiple. With more than two, I mean. So swamp and river, and not flat. Bright. Normal sky. Nothing special. Flat doesn't matter. Standard generation. Yeah, cool. Eternal day. Fast weather. And nothing there. Okay, so that has 8. Nothing new generated. Perfect. It's about time. Let's get going. Really hoping this loads. And I'm really hoping it's not all underwater, because river might entirely be underwater. I'm hoping there's some shores. Perfect, perfect. Alright. Yeah, all the trees with the little 2 or 3 leaf blocks on the top are rubber trees. The swamp has loads of those. So I'm looking forward to starting that rubber tree farm soon. But since I like this place, since I can see clay, and this is just going to be an endless world of rubber trees and clay deposits and sand, I'm definitely going to stay here and use this for my oh, you can do that at an angle. Cool. Going to stay here and use this for my rubber tree and clay source. Hopefully I don't get eaten by alligators, we'll see. But since I'm accepting this one as what I want to stick with, I'm marking this as my spawn here, my book home. Perfect. Alright. And get rid of that, just so I... That'll be more convenient later. Anyway. Okay. So it's time to get some rubber. And since I'm going to be making a rubber tree farm in a more convenient place, I'm not even going to bother with using the rubber tree taps, because right here, because you only get a few uses out of them, and they're kind of expensive when you first start out, and because I have an endless supply of these if I really want to walk around that far. So, oh, rubber trees don't get broken with Treecapitator. Good to know. I wonder if crook, scythe, what's it called? Sickle. I think that makes collecting leaves faster. Oh no, that's in later versions. I think it's the scythe, and it's from Red Power 2. In this version though, I think that these sickle only breaks things on the ground, plant-like stuff faster or in bulk. So still have to break some things myself. Oh, that's oil. Okay. Rubber trees. It's a turtle. I wish I would have looked up. Maybe next time. There's a way to breed a lot of the animals that Mo Creatures adds. So that includes like turtles. So you can have your own pet turtle, which is pretty neat, I think. Without Treecapitator, this kind of isn't as convenient. But I got some sticky resin, just what I was going for. I'll just let the leaves break on their own. Alright. If it seems kind of stuttery, it's stuttery for me too. It's kind of the initial world loading of this area, since it's a new age. So, it's kind of going to be expected on any new Mystcraft age I load. But, after exploring a little bit here, it should not do that anymore. Alright, still only 2 resin. But that's fine. I'm going to make an extractor eventually. But right now I'm just focusing on getting some saplings. You know what? I have covalence dust. I don't know why I'm doing that by hand. Though I don't know if in this older version of Minecraft if using better tools breaks leaves faster. I don't know if they're considered one of the targeted blocks by that tool. It seems pretty slow still. Yeah, it's no different. It's actually faster, I think, with the torch in my hand. Alright, got a sapling. Alright. 5 saplings. I'm gonna make a boat. By the way, clicking and dragging in the inventory here to make recipes and stuff, not a feature yet, so if you're kind of cringing at me right-clicking individually to place one block at a time, well, can't really be helped right now, so. Alright, boat, loads of lily pads, I don't care. If my boat breaks, it breaks. If I get eaten by crocodiles, that's a different story, but we'll see. So many turtles, it's awesome. Yeah, they also didn't have that stability thing fixed where the boat stays still after you try exiting it. Turtles make such a weird noise. Make a song out of it. Oh, it's a crocodile. Yeah, snake too. Alright, what's this for? It's only good for hide, which is okay. And I guess being in an endless swamp, I'm going to get loads of that, so I may as well make a... Oh, I lost my, my hide armor that I had before, my fur armor. So, yeah, I may as well kill a whole bunch of, alligators while I'm here. Crocodiles. Really? This one's that tall? Okay. Alright. I think we're gonna set the target for how many rubber trees I want to, let's target 10. Once I get 10, then I'll start picking up some clay. Seven, 8. If I get one more over here, I'll just call it. In the meantime, I'll be digging. No. I'm going to go over there with my boat once I pick up the scraps here. Oh, there's that one. Oh, I actually did get 10. Cool. Alright. That duck is trying to break my boat. It's not okay. Okay. So, I want to make 2 coke ovens. Coke oven brick. Each coke oven... Oh, lovely. Hey, buddy. Really? Okay. Yeah, chase that. Leave me alone. So coke ovens each require 26 coke oven bricks. So that's 104 bricks, which is 104 clay. And I want to make 2 coke ovens at least, so I need 208 clay and loads of sand. So 208 clay would be a little over 3 full stacks of clay balls, so I'm going to still be here for a little while, harvesting those before I go anywhere. Is that high enough? Alright. Yeah, that one's not high enough. I mean, I'll still try for it. It's a bigger deposit. Yeah, it's kind of silly that they try killing those. Oh, he's being attacked by it. Wonderful. I think I'm pretty safe over here. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, those are all dolphins, no sharks. So, collect some clay. Okay. Oh, that one's still over there, good. I was worried the crocodile was going to start coming over this way. I'm going to find another deposit, because that won't be enough and I don't want to waste my time. It might be close, but still. Go a little bit closer to my portal home. Yeah, having all these Mo Creatures things out here really makes it more dangerous traveling in a boat, because even little fish will get in the way. think I've got enough now, but I'm just gonna grab a little bit more because I want to also make red power alloy furnace and electric furnace in red power. And those require clay too, so I may as well collect that while I'm here. Alright. Grab a little bit more of this rubber wood. I want some crocodile boots, so... What? Oh! That's right. They put you in their... I forget what it's called. They like lock you in their jaw and do a roll into the water. So you need to be especially careful around these guys. Forgot all about that. That's really kind of scary. Alright. Yeah, he's busy being killed by that wisp. So I got 3. It's not enough for my crocodile boots. Wonderful. So, yep, I got 5. It's more than enough. I also got a snake egg. Oh, that's a dolphin. Cool. Got a few more saplings. So my rubber tree farm should be up pretty quickly. Going to go back to the overworld and then to the dense ores world, so I can get the rubber tree plantation set up there, because that's also a permanent day. And I plan on spending a fair bit of time there, maybe even setting up all my tech stuff in that... oh, almost broke my boat. Maybe setting up some early tech things, or doing all my tech things there. Because it's permanent daylight there, which is, I mean, that's helpful anyway, but it's also, it also will have all the resources for doing anything involving industrial craft, because of all the rubber required for the wiring. So definitely putting my rubber farm there. Really? Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so let me check something real quick here. Alright. So, I'm going to drop off some of the things that I don't really want to bring to that page. Put the green snake egg in here. As you can see, I collected some cinder pearl pods. I have some ink sacks for setting up the Thaumcraft, early Thaumcraft thing. I'll put the feathers away. But sticky resin and rubber wood are coming with. I'm going to make actually a helmet, I guess. No, that's weird. I'll make some boots and just leave the extra hide. I've got fur. I'll make fur boots and a crocodile helmet, because that's obviously really sexy. No. Okay, so this is going in my plant chest. This is getting in the crafted chest. These are going with... Alright. Alright, what else? Craft those real quick. For boots. Crocodile hide. Helmet. Wonderful. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, have food. That gets in there. I'm going to make some link books just no, I don't have any spare books really. And I have no need for them right now, so I'll just leave it the way it is for now. Alright, 10 swords, here we come. Sorry, it took me a moment to try thinking through something. I'm going to grab some sand right away, because I might have enough sand for a coke oven. Yeah. Because it takes like a little bit more than 3 stacks of clay, and it takes even more sand. Oh, those are sandstone, that's why. So I might have enough for part of one. So I'm actually, before going there, I'm going to go to the desert one, collect a whole bunch of sand, and then... I don't have enough clay for my second... Oh, wait a second. When I did the math for 208 clay, that was for 2. So actually I should have enough clay, just not enough sand right now. So... And I'm also taking my iron furnace here, because it doesn't need to be here. Alright, let's go to the Endless Desert. Lovely. Alright, so you can see I kind of prepped this place a little bit. Excessively, actually, but still. I think it's neat. I kept getting bombarded by thalamic slimes and snakes, so that was part of the reason I made that, but I also kind of like the aesthetic, so there you go. Here's these beautiful Thaumcraft Eldritch monuments that I was talking about, with the black lightning, purple, deep purple lightning, and kind of end portal effect down there, and thalamic slime. Tons and tons of fire wisps. I'm not touching those. And snakes. Loads of snakes. Yeah. If you look at my mini-map, in the top right, so many wisps. Anything that's light blue, or turquoise, or whatever that color is, that's snakes. Or, wisps, sorry. And I guess thalamic slimes. Anything from Thaumcraft. Is it snakes too? No, snakes are white. Okay. Anyway, so I came here not to kill these, but that's inevitable. So I came here to collect sand, and that's what I'm going to do. When I said I was constantly bombarded by these guys, I was not exaggerating. They will constantly come. Alright. I'm just going to clear off this layer here to the left. Make it a little bit more natural looking. So each of the coke oven bricks requires 5 sand. I need 52 coke oven bricks. 50 of them would be 250 sand. And then the other 2 would be 10 more, so 260 sand. And that's about 4 stacks. So I've got enough sand now. That's all I really came here for, so I'm going to head back. That one's not poisonous, by the way. Actually, I haven't been poisoned by it. It might be poisonous, but still. Back to the overworld, and now for dense ores. I don't think you've seen this yet. Yeah, there's the chromatic sky. It looks overpowering, way too bright. And the sun is always here. So there's that. I put this around the Eldritch Monument so that those slimes wouldn't spawn, but they still spawn. So, yeah. Anyway, so then I just decided to throw one around my mine entrance so that they don't interrupt me as much. Where's my mine? It doesn't go all the way down yet, because I hit a ravine and encountered a lot of bad guys, so I kind of just cleaned up my mining over there and left that as is. I'm going to start actually by making, instead of doing the rubber trees immediately, I'm going to start with crafting a bunch of, smelting a bunch of bricks. Okay. Now, I don't need to be so careful about being efficient, given how many resources I have. But for anyone not familiar, the iron furnaces are really nice because they increase not only the speed of smelting things, but the efficiency. So it takes 6 coal to cook or smelt 60 items, so each one does 10. Each coal smelts 10 into whatever pretty quickly. So I still try to only do 60 at a time in each one, so as not to waste my coal. But again, it's kind of pointless, or unnecessary is the term I'm looking for, because I have so much coal. But I'm going to be burning all that in generators pretty soon. So, going to start next with rubber trees. I'll do it this way. Actually, this would be a great opportunity to make that crook. Or sickle. Sickle. There, the stick. I need fur. Don't judge me. Alright, sickle. Perfect. Not perfect, but whatever. I don't need to go way over this way, I'm just trying to be a little tidier. Alright. I want to know what killed this chicken. That's what killed the chicken. Alright. Going to finish over here and then replant my flowers. Ostriches, by the way, and they do stick their head in the ground and run around with their head stuck in the ground. So many of these guys. Alright, rubber tree time. So, I forget how big they grow, but just to keep it simple, I'm going to plant them every 4. Yeah, that was 4. Okay. Perfect. So, I've got my rubber trees planted. I don't have any bone meal right now. I'm okay with that. It's perpetually bright here, so they're going to grow eventually anyway, and then I'm not going to cut them down because they should produce their sticky resin perpetually, as long as there's leaf blocks on top. Just gonna clean this up over here. I like a tidy environment. I do have fast weather on, so this should go away pretty quickly. But yeah, I do intend on cleaning up the drops from those things. Just trying to be a little bit efficient about this, not go back and pick up every one of them immediately. Oh, and if you're near an ostrich and it drops an egg, and you pick up the egg, the ostrich will attack you. But I believe you can actually, just like any other egg in this Mo Creatures mod, I believe you can place the ostrich egg on the ground and let it actually hatch, and then it will be loyal to you, and I think can be saddled and ridden very quickly, over land at least, since they don't fly. but that's nice because you don't really have, in vanilla Minecraft in version 1.2.5, you don't have horses to ride, so you kind of have more of a need for fast land animals. There are horses in the Mo Creatures mod, and they can be saddled and ridden, and are supposedly pretty fast, but ostriches are pretty fast too. I don't remember which one's faster in this mod pack, or in this mod, but it's something to think about. So if I see more ostriches, I might take the time to saddle them. Right now I'm just waiting for those trees to grow, and I guess actually while I do that, yeah, this is probably going to be done in a moment. So I'll cook up this next batch. Actually, it'd be smarter if I did something like this and wasted fuel. Yes, that was also why I put the fence up. Doesn't seem to work very well, so I'll make it a little higher. But, finish cooking these bricks up. I think it's too many bricks for my current plan, but I still have enough right now that I can actually make the first coke oven, which is awesome. So, do that. I should replace this with a project chest, or project table, so that if I get interrupted again by those slimes, I won't lose my progress on what I'm crafting. Project table. Stone, planks, crafting, chest. So yeah, just do that really quick. Chest. Have planks. I don't have stone cooked, so I'm gonna cook some stone quick. Alright, and I have enough to make 30 right now. 30 of those blocks. I only need 26. So I'm going to take 4 out of each stack. Yeah, that should be done now. Perfect. Can't turn down free chicken. Right. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention these are the crystals from Mystcraft. So if I collect these, which I will, I can make a portal using them. So instead of using these more breakable bookshelves, I can put the book in a portal slot, or a portal book slot, and just walk through the portal. I need to be careful though, because the portals will move anything that's an entity that enters it to the destination of that book. So that can be really bad with all of these fomic slimes and whatever else, and tigers. Because if they enter the portal, they'll come out in my base, because that's where that book goes. And I don't want that, so I'm going to be really careful about that. But I have the resources now for my project table, so I'm going to do that really quick. Put that there, these, and chest. Project table, awesome. Get rid of you. Put the project table down. Oh, I guess I already have it spare. Cool. So, if you're not familiar, the project table basically works like modern Minecraft in some ways, where those will stay there if I exit the menu. There's also space below for items to be used in whatever's being crafted there. So that's useful if you're collecting a bunch of stuff and it doesn't all go in the grid at once for whatever you're crafting. You can put it down here and then easily have it ready when you want to make whatever complex thing later on. I should put a fence and probably torches or something in there, because that tiger's gonna kill me. Cat, I'm not so worried about. Anyway. Less distractions, please. Oh, that's right. It keeps at least one there so that you can craft using whatever's down here without even moving it up here. You just need to put the pattern and then, like, shift click here to craft it from using what's down here, I think. Anyway, I've got enough to make my coke oven, so that's awesome. And I'm being attacked. Cool. Alright, and this cat... I hate to do this. Yes, I know. But you're annoying, and you kill everything that isn't dangerous. And it spawns things that are. Whereas bears don't. They just chase twinkling lights in the sky like big cats do. Anyway. Okay. Coke oven time. Finally. Perfect. And since there's fuel left, I'll just make some food. Alright, where do I want my coke ovens? Ignore what I'm doing. I'm being terribly inefficient. Oh, right. So that should work fine. Also being terribly inefficient again. Okay. What did I do wrong? Sandstone. What? Oh, no. I got a stack of sandstone, so I don't have enough sand for my second one, I think. No, I don't. Oh, jeez. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep those there. I've never actually used the project table for this purpose before, but that's how they're supposed to be used from what I've seen. So, it's nice that I can actually use them properly now. And it's pretty convenient, I have to say. Okay, before continuing, these flowers are getting out of my inventory. And then I'm going back to the desert. I have enough food to not worry about running. Big cat claws. Something killed a big cat over here. Must have been the pig. Okay. So I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff, but also I'm gonna make my first coke oven because I have the stuff for it, and then I'm going to go yeah, I'll do it over here. the last time I made one of these, I made it partly underground, and that worked out really nicely for piping things out into a tank. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. Perfect. Now, those inventory things are in the wrong spot. The highlights are where things actually go. So, coke oven. Going to grab some coke, some coal, rather. Full stack of coal. Awesome. Start cooking that. Perfect. Yeah, ignore all of the weird, totally broken interface. It's running, so that's good. Alright, so I'm going to go to the desert and get some actual sand. I need 52. Yeah, I don't need to drop off anything here. Alright, back to the overworld. Going to check something quick. Desert. After I get this sand and make the coke oven, I'm going to wrap up the episode there. I don't even need that door there. Nothing's going to walk up there, and if they do, it's going to be so uncommon of an occurrence that I shouldn't really worry about it. Alright. I'm trying to make this a little bit tidier than the first time I started digging here. Because I try to leave a more natural looking landscape. I don't know. Straight edges stick out like a sore thumb to me. Did I really just lose my shovel? I did. Oh well. I got 57. That's more than enough. I have covalence dust for cheaper repairs, so I'm just disappointed that I lost my shovel. It happens all the time though, because I'm forgetful. Wisps do take damage from cacti, by the way, so if you hear that kind of sound like fire being put out with water, that's them dying to my cactus wall, which is awesome because they might drop a fire crystal, which means that I don't have to take damage trying to kill them to get one, and I can use that in Thaumcraft later on for some good stuff. Alright, so dense ores. I'll empty my inventory of junk for the next episode after ending this one. How's this going? Alright, so still burning the first coal. Unfortunately, I don't remember if this shows with the broken interface, if it shows the level of coal coke in there, but I know it's slow enough that it doesn't matter right now. And once I start pumping things out into a tank later on, it will tell me how much is in that tank, so I'm not terribly worried about it. Wow, poor bear is always being attacked by wisps. Anyway, finish making my next batch. Build my next coke oven. I'm gonna grab coal before even doing that. And make another shovel. Alright, shovel, perfect. Coke oven. And if you connect the coke ovens like if there's one built and you connect to another one, even if they're both fully built at 3x3 cubes, it will break. It will basically combine them into one, and that's not ideal because then you won't be able to take advantage of basically doubling how quickly they burn things into creosote. When you have two of them, you're burning 2 coal at once. But when you have them combined, even if it has a larger inventory, which it might... Bird though. Even if it has a larger inventory, then it will still only burn 1 coal at once, which is not ideal. There's the creosote line. Okay. And a coal coke. Cool. So I got those built. I got my rubber tree farm built. That's all I was really aiming for, to get things started. So next episode, we will be actually collecting rubber, and tidying up the rubber tree farm. Maybe putting fences around that. Not that it'll help much, but who knows. And maybe making 2 more of these. I don't really think I'll need them just yet, so I'll stick with what I have for now, actually. So next episode we'll work on getting actual rubber from the trees here, the new farm. And let's see what else. Sorry, I've got some notes over here. Actually, yeah, next episode starting on making IC2, Industrial Craft 2 stuff, like starting with a generator, then a macerator, using that to double my ores, or quadruple them in the case of the nether ores, except for like nether diamond, which would still produce only 2 diamonds using the macerator. Then going into making a bat box, and an extractor. Kind of just doing really early tech stuff in Industrial Craft, getting started with that, and then collecting more resources from the mine here so that I can get some silver, nickelite, and more diamonds, using those to get started in Red Power 2, making an alloy furnace, solar panels, battery box, and blue electric furnaces, which are able to use the Red Power 2 solar panels. And that'll be a nice thing to have, because it's a little bit cheaper in some ways to do that than try going for solar panels to power my furnaces in IC2. And then going from there, maybe working on making some actual minecart stuff, maybe Railcraft or Steve's carts. I'm not sure yet. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for joining. It's been fun, and have a nice night.